Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hello, hi everyone. Thank you for coming aboard dphenomenal live chat once again. So before we want to introduce the giants in this industry, maybe we like to highlight what's going on, Kelly. What's going on during this June 2nd?
Okay, we have some criteria regarding the renovation industry. Based on BCA criteria that we actually, some of the suspended projects that start before April 7 can be resumed, but they need to fill in some particulars which, for example, the staff, the workers need to go for swab tests, they need to go for training. Then after that, you have to actually apply through BCA. All this process will take maybe probably about 2-3 weeks later. So we are actually we already submitted, doing preparation, doing submission. So we're actually waiting for BCA SEC to have all these things done, then we can actually restart the whole thing again.
So I was actually reading this articles like, so the guys who are actually handling all the renovation and things like, they have to do the swab test every 2 weeks for safety.
All the foreigner workers will need to do swab tests for every 2 weeks once. That's a regular test. But for PR and Singaporeans, it doesn't have the need yet at the moment. Yeah, because most of the virus is actually it's not within the community, outside the community. So at the moment, Singaporeans and PR, we have not have this criteria at the moment. But we ourselves have to take care of ourselves, definitely.
So basically, I think, those suspended projects, I guess, we can reapply and start work.
Not to worry, not to worry, because BCA are very, very strict in the restart. As when we actually apply, right, we need to submit all the projects details, the photograph of the project showing that it's half done. Then you need to actually give all the contracts that you have signed with your client, and also the worker list, even the MOM worker list. Have to download from there. Then they actually will do all this to suit the restart of the whole project.
Okay, so most important is still the safety precaution, I guess, for this moment. Okay, so I think our guest has been getting ready and very eager to come in. Okay, guys, they are no stranger in this industry. I say again, they are no stranger in the industry, and they are one of the giants in our trade as well. So maybe I would like to welcome Mr. Jackson Tay, COO of Hafary Holdings, Mr. Simon Cheong, Business Development and Director HR of Hafary Holdings, and last but not least, Ms. Tan PohLin,
our lovely sales manager.
Our lovely sales manager. Correct. Have been servicing, us for I think a decade. I will probably say a decade for her. So maybe we would like to know a bit of the history of Hafary. Why I say that is because for myself and some of my fellow mates, we have been here for decades. But the new generations, they do know Hafary, but how does Hafary build up to become a giant itself, and a leading tile company becomes who they are today? So maybe Mr. Jackson Tay would like to have a brief update for us.
I think the base of the company started off from when Eric joined the father. This is a family business. So the father and son team actually kickstart the business on the year 2000. Way before that, 1980s, 1980, the company has already started. So there are 4 partners involved, and after which, in the year 2000, some of them want to exit. So Mr. Lau, my CEO at the moment, actually bought over their shares, and Eric joined the company.
say
That's
a
the
trendsetter. Yeah, I would say like a trendsetter. Yeah.
We are in the lifestyle. We are in the lifestyle segment.
Yeah.
We are actually promoting a design to live better. So last time, a tiles is a standard material. You know, you have tiles for your toilet because you don't want concrete. You see, these days it is supposed to be pleasing. It's supposed to be warm. You know, it's supposed to have a feel to it. So this adds a lot of direction in terms of picking up the items.
Yeah, precisely. Last time people would say that when you went to do a feature, people tend to use laminates and other wood kind of thing to replace. But these days, you have noticed that a lot of beautiful tiles are coming in. A lot of very featured, maybe it could be printed or could be a natural form kind of tiles. There's actually a trend is coming back to this trade as well. That's something which I've noticed throughout this, especially this 2 to 3 years. It's very phenomenal. It's like the thing is crazy. No? So it's like
correct.
You're a creator of the lifestyle trend.
Yeah.
From the beginning, actually.
I think we have traveled quite extensively.
I believe so.
We have a good procurement network and the supplier network as well. And we will hear about how do they plan to introduce their products and what kind of direction do they have in the coming 1 or 2 years. Most of the design first front design will come from Italy. They are the trend setters. So they will have a direction and they will know how to pitch and they will have a reason behind their new designs and they will just explain to us, this is what we want to do. Do you think it's acceptable by your customer? Do we need to customize it a little bit more? Yeah.
Okay. Coming to life, I think there's some burning question that the people, the designers, the public would like to know, regarding what's going to happen after, June the 2nd. So, June 2nd, are we able to, head down to Hafary or the client?
Even to make appointment?
How to go about June 2nd?
Okay. We would like to highlight that for this circuit breaker lifting on June 2nd, Hafary will be able to start work. However, the retail showrooms will not be able to. We have understanding from the authorities that the objective of the phase 1 is to resume economic and social activities in a safe and gradual manner.
Okay.
So any business or any form of business that has a risk of transmission by having the consumer-facing businesses will not be allowed. And especially physical stores and services that could lead to social mixing and close contact between individuals will not be on the list and should be pushed on to the next phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say if I have a clientele who wish to actually view the selection of tiles, is there any platform that you are looking at, or is there any way that we can actually take a look or a selection for this? Maybe
maybe I can add on that. Yes. Currently, what happened now is that during these many weeks, most of the clients, together with our salespeople, they are continuing engaging by using our Hafary mobile apps. Or they even go into our website to look at the selection of materials. So at this many weeks, there's no stopping job from designer to continue to do their selection. So I think we are so-called fortunately in a way that we plan quite ahead, because Hafary we have many thousand selection of material. Way back my CEO idea is that hope that everybody can have a handheld catalog of Hafary. So that's the reason why we started the Hafary mobile apps. So for staff, for this period was really good news that everybody are still continue doing their selection.
Okay, somebody asked here, if they are not tech savvy, is this app easy to use?
Yes. You just log in. It's very easy. If you guys have any problem, do just feel free to call any of our salespeople. They'll be glad to help you to go along.
Okay. So right now, basically, everyone is still on ground working as we speak. Am I right?
Correct. Every of our staff are still working from home. our sales team are still continuing every day to engage with their client. Even our showroom staff do have their own personal client. They are still continue to check with their client. Is there any needs of material selection, any help, or any images that they need? So we will continue. We are continuing to engage with our client on material selection.
Okay. So let's say maybe one. Okay, let's say for myself, if I were to like certain tiles, so what I do is I just click on it, and if my project able to actually proceed on locking on to all the items that I wanted. How about the delivering time and what do I need to do? What are the lead time I'm looking at?
I think PohLin is the best person to explain.
Yeah.
Actually, it's pretty simple. So you can send the list to me or send the list to showroom. Then within the next day, we can deliver it to you.
Okay, this one is maybe this one is before the circuit breaker. So right now, maybe people are more anxious at knowing what happened if is the shipment enough? Are the other products ever ready? Is it does Hafary stock up quite a fair bit of products in the warehouse kind of thing? Maybe
I think now 现在人家的情况是，很多人都觉得circuit breaker 全世界都在lockdown 还是可能没有 shipment， 所以他们的 worry 是说，我现在 order 这个砖，或许 Hafary 是有存货在他的仓库里面的话，还是我需要再等说另外一边的人，另外一边 example Italy， 另外一边然后再开放之后才有 shipment 进来呢？还是你们仓库是有足够的货存在里面的？ So is that enough?
Actually, you ask me. Actually, 我们是有 enough 的 stock 在 warehouse for 我们的 client, and we already prepare for them already. But unless they want certain item, then we need to indent. But not to worry, right? Actually, we have more than enough stock for my client.
Okay. So can I say even before or after this circuit breaker? I mean, of course, we have to bear in mind and to be nice. Definitely there'll be a phrase that we have to wait basically. So I guess definitely we will have to submit our own site and plus yourself. So plus all the documentation. Do aware that we need a certain amount of time instead of having 1-2 days I think hopefully everyone will have a good buffer. Have to have a good understanding that these days is unlike. Be a bit more patient. I would say patient and kindness. I would say.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like it's great. Maybe how's the culture like? How's the culture of Hafary? Because it's like each time I bring my client there or myself when I was in the movie Hafary. So in the showroom, the warmth and the surprise of the showroom. I think I'm not sure, every 3 months to every quarterly you have a change, and it's always very surprising and very refreshing. So how does this culture, the growth in Hafary itself?
Okay, we have a standard practice. So every new staff recruiting, they will go through a selection. I mean, they go through a selection definitely. Yes. So after they are being employed, there is the showroom manager will assign senior to help them, to guide them on the protocol. So, example, how to the house knowledge. I mean, to pass on the culture so that everybody will practice the same culture. So then each of them will start learning from their senior. So and every senior will attach to have a junior. But then we don't recruit like every now and then. So we will try shorter period. Each time we just maybe 1 or 2 new.
Yes, that's something that we notice as well. Okay,
very easier. Yes.
It's also very strange. Actually, for myself, because we have repeated clientele. They are amazed that after 5 years, I renovated the place. Then after another 5 years, they bought a new place, and PohLin is still there. They are always very amazing. Oh my God, the same person serving that. So it's like they are very amazed. It's like it's very impressive that people stay on and really passionate about the things they do. And the surprising thing, the thing is, wherever they go after, they change again. Everybody was like such a huge, showroom. They would think like, okay, this is all about it. They will not do anything, But surprising, no, actually, you guys did amazingly. Every quarterly, you see something different. So there's something, very amazing for our site and for my client as well.
I think based on our experience, like example, for me, right, I like to go Hafary in the reason why is that 那些 staff 的 knowledge is 真的是很好 which I don't even need to serve. I just stand there, right? Your salesperson will actually introduce everything from the tiles by itself.
Yeah.
The thickness, the measurement, whether how many quantity got stock or no stock, all this they are so in all the knowledge are in their head, in their hands. They actually know every single tiles actually. And 整个 Hafary is 这么大 right? So many tiles 他们都记得住 almost everything. I can't say 100%, but at least 80%. It's 已经是很 impressive already. And also like they are very patient to serve homeowners.
Yes,
Even with ID or without ID. Everybody is like very busy and very passionate to serve 每一个 owner. And also right, when we actually went in with like some like example some showroom, we definitely for ID 我们也是看新鲜 we also 去 visit 别的 showroom or 别的 supplier. Definitely. So we actually, at least we have a comparison or owner also very smart nowadays. They also went around to compare. Or they'll see, 可能这个谁 ABC company is have this design or the other company, they'll go and see. But at the end of the day, 我们还是回去 Hafary because of the knowledge of the sales staff. And also the efficiency. And also, how you say, the delivery is also very fast for tiles. Example, you order before 5, the normal days lah. The next day, my house below my site already. So the efficiency is very strong. And even your driver, up to your driver, they will actually call or they will actually take picture then send to me. The house reach already. Something like that. I mean the systematic is from the showroom to the salesperson all the way to the driver. So I can say that all this habit 这些 habit 跟 culture 都是从大学到小的。
对
，so 不可以说是送来上面的人做好榜样 ，right？ so 下面的人会跟到完，所以我可以说Hafary 楼上的 culture 跟他们的is very good 哦，可以这样讲。
但是self-declare 就变成for designers myself 变成我们很懒惰 because 说真的 I trust PohLin so much that sometimes like I'll just buy my client and let's you just talk to PohLin. I think certain things she can advise on certain things. So all they need to do is coming this yes and no. For me it's just I'll take this. So it's like the confidence that Hafary given me is that much. It makes me feel lazy. I was lazy in the term of confidence. That's what I want to say. The confidence is so strong that I seriously do not need to actually physically to be down there. To be very frank with you. So it's like the passionate of each staff is, I can just hands down. That's it. You guys can settle everything for us. Actually, I can answer for many of us in this industry, basically.
Yeah, and also the showroom also. Actually, showroom 刚才 Kev 有提到说那些 mock up 会一直换 actually is also very impressive. Which 你看两三个月会换成另外一个 because to 换这些东西 right, first 你 time consuming, second cost, then third is labor. So 你们真的是花时间去 change the latest tiles to actually mock up to show homeowner how the tiles feel because some owners right, they want to see the mock up then they feel 我的家是这样的。
对，
你看一片小片他们可能看不到，他们可能 cannot visualize. So you actually mock up 那些最 latest 的 model, then 我们还会看得到是有 changes 的。所以你每次去 Hafary right 有一个 refreshment 的 ，maybe 你的 site 3-4个月你去一次，不一样了，可能那个砖今天在这里 right 1-2个月你回去它在另外一边。
different.
So 它是一个很 refreshing 的一个 showroom 给人家，不会觉得闷。
对 ，actually 不容易 actually. Actually, maybe for designers right, ourselves right, we actually go to Milan Fair. We try to go every alternate 2 years kind of thing. I believe for tiles right, you guys will actually go to this Versailles Fair. Am I right?
Versailles, yes.
Okay. So who does all this selection and who brings in all this latest trend, and how do you go about it actually? It's impressive.
We have a director by the name of Mr. Frank Go. Yeah, he's the person that sees out all the Italian products and the latest trend. So normally he will lead a team, some of his colleagues and our colleagues over to Italy, join the fair, educate some of the staff that haven't been to Italy before how the trend comes about and what kind of material do we select. So we do have the engagement procedures with the lower tier of staff in preparation that they can be the next generation leader.
Okay. So is this fair yearly?
This is a yearly fair in September.
Okay.
所以他的眼光独到的是吗？
对，
可以说
他的眼光很独到。
It's not easy because I say again, because you guys are the giant, and every single thing you guys make a decision affects the industry. So that's something to have a leading trend is never easy. That's something that we have to give credit to you guys.
Being the market leader, right? 人家会觉得，我们去 Hafary 看看他们有什么东西潮流的 lifestyle。
会有压力的吗？
一定有压力。For example, we talk about the products. If we keep bringing the bread and butter, beige 啦、grey 啦，哇，看来看去没有新鲜感，多闻少闻啦哦。And sometimes we will bring in very bold ideas like wow, you know.
Yes, especially this year. I mean, last year to this year. The color and even from the mosaics and everything, it's getting very bold and very strong.
Very bold, yes, correct.
Is there, yeah.
Correct. So we need to have some items that is a little bit strong. So to hit it out at the architects and the designers to make them understand that actually there are other areas or other designs that you can make use of this material somewhere else as a feature piece. Yeah. So that's the intention.
Okay. So every time whenever you say something that you actually like, so do you reserve and what are the delivery? I mean that's for interior, right? Whatever we see and the thing is beautiful, but reaches Singapore, right, it takes about a year plus to 2 years before the trend comes in. So how does the tiles work? Immediately you bring the trend in, as long as you see you like. You make reservation and within months is in Singapore. Is this the same?
That's correct. The foreign suppliers, especially those Italy and Spain, right? Some of them do not even wait for the Cheshire Fair to introduce their materials because they have to be forward-looking. So they'll travel to Singapore, make appointment, lay out all the materials.
They do come to Singapore first. Okay.
Yeah. So they will let us know what it is, which are the things that can complement your design, and most of them will have known the market. As well, because they've been supplying in Singapore for a while. There's only certain type of materials that the distributor will buy. But it also explain the latest trend, why the designers are looking at this, where does the inspiration comes from. That's where we can understand and then truncate down to our salesperson, right? And then educate the IDs and designers so that the customer would know what they are looking for.
Okay.
So is go through 很多 cycle 之后。The tiles will actually comes in like months, within months I would say. No need year, right?
If we take a selection, let's say today we take a selection, right? If the factory has stock and able to be sent to us, within 2 months we should be able to get the materials.
Oh, okay, that's fast. That means 你们跟你的 overseas suppliers is really very close relationship. Actually,
not bad. We have been trying to promote their materials. Not bad. Some of them are really very good.
Yeah, if not, 他们可能会拖你们一点时间。But to them, 现在的情况是他们很积极的，就是互相帮忙。你拿我的东西，我们快点送过来。To actually let you, the market leader, to hit the market, to continue to be the market leader.
True. Okay. True.
So for actually like example in Singapore you have your marble warehouse, right? Am I right? So because I've been there, the marble is huge in Singapore. I guess it's huge, and people who have not been to the warehouse can tell you'll be shocked. this place exists, and the crane that crane up all the marbles and things is impressive. I bring numerous clientele there. I believe in Southeast Asia, we are also one of the biggest. Am I right? For the marble selection.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay. So you think that? Do you think? Definitely, you have clientele to actually fly into Singapore to do a selection. Am I right to say that as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Because for my side, right, my client is actually from Hong Kong. He actually flew in to select marble selection. So for marble selection, is it the same thing? Like you have to go to the fair, or do you have to go to Spain or certain area to choose certain things?
The marble fair is also in Italy, and it's during the same period with the Cheshire Fair. We will do a tour from Cheshire, and then we'll leave for the marble fair.
So do you go to a quarry? Do you go to quarry or you don't actually?
A quarry will be a little bit further. So if we need to visit the factory to look at their production and understand their quality selection, right? That's why we will plan the quarry trip. That will be a different trip. Yeah, correct. It takes a little bit more time.
Okay. So then another thing is another question that someone inquired. They notice when you actually go into Hafary, right? In the middle or the right hand side, there's actually wood or vinyls kind of thing. So how does this cross with tiles or marbles? No, I know it's with wood culture, right? Am I right?
Correct.
Okay, wood culture, right? So how does your cross between wood and tiles? How does this business come into place actually?
I think when we started the IPO in 2009, right? We have just the retail business for tiles and marble, and the project business for tile and marble. Then we want to expand our portfolio, and we want to reach beyond. So the next two items that we actually look for is all the quartz tops and the wooden vinyl laminate timber wood. So that's where they are being set up, because as much as possible, certain homeowners would not want to have tiles on their bedrooms. They want to have timber flooring.
Something more.
Yeah, so we thought that we can be a complete solution for their flooring needs. Okay. Yeah, correct.
Okay, we have one question from the comment. Okay, the Hafary apps, right? 会有 pricing 在那边吗? I mean in future? So it's easier for them to take a look at the selection.
Currently, if you download the app at this moment, there will be no prices available. We are looking at how we can look into this and then make it available to all the IDs and designers.
I think because 现在 supposed to be all technology should be the future in future thing to very in thing in the future also. So Simon, how do you going to train all the new salesperson and sales manager?
Okay, training is provided every now and then, people from the factories. So the senior will learn all the new materials, and many times we also allow our junior to learn together. So like what Jackson mentioned, we have staff like Frank, so he will know a lot about tiles. So anything we're not sure, we just check with him. But we are
But how about we are talking about wood and vinyls and things like that. It's a bit different, but that means do you have someone different
yes.
knowledge?
Wood will be on wood culture side. So we have another sales team who are working on wood culture. Okay. So I think if you know them, there are people like Nina, Kylie. These are the candidates that you will know the material well. So if you need any material, you can just check with them.
So Hafary is same as a one-stop solution also for flooring.
Yes, we try to manage that.
No, don't worry. He's definitely doing a great job.
Definitely.
So basically, right now, for coming up, so I guess we can only wait and see what the government is giving us the green light to go ahead. Most of the thing. So all of us are just waiting. Every day, every moment, we are just waiting for the news, the announcement, I guess. So it's like it's a waiting game, So everyone try to be more patient with all of us, I guess.
Okay, for PohLin, because 2nd June, the showroom are not able to open. So as a salesperson, what is expected from your side to do things for the consumer side, the owners?
Actually, we are doing it now. Actually, it's home based. So basically, customer ask for quotation, and we can still submit, and we are doing product presentation to client also. Then besides that, for example, my client want me to propose styles, I still use my Hafary app to propose. So we can prepare first before anything. Once we are open, we can just go straight to the showroom to see the actual piece. And we still can check stock, check price. Everything is still the same, except for the showroom is not open and we can't deliver.
Oh,
So I guess I can't ask for small samples like used to be, right? I guess that's got to be
At
on
the
hold,
moment,
yeah. Okay, I guess it will be on hold, I guess.
But I think if we can able to have some samples in future, I think PohLin will actually put at your door side to contactless kind of delivery.
So that would be great.
Then put at your door, then she will actually press your doorbell, then she will run away. But you must wear your mask, please.
At least there's like tens of thousands of designers in Singapore.
Okay, Jackson and Simon, as a market leader, right? How do you see the future of tiles industry? I mean, just share your view. No right or wrong, because
there's no right or wrong.
there's no right or wrong. We just want to maybe, because there's people seeing. I mean, most of them seeing will be ID definitely. They also want to know like what do you all see in future for the tiles industry.
Actually, we are quite lucky because for tiles wise, it is a very bulky item to be ordered online, to be shipped to the person. And even you can order, even you can ship, right? You need to feel it. We need to have a look and feel to understand whether what is the veins like, what is the grains like, how poppy the thing is.
Yes.
Or some of the customers even take the tile from the display area, put on the floor, use their leg to touch.
Yeah, the touch, right?
In their living environment, they don't wear shoes.
Yeah.
So they don't know how it feels.
They need to see everything very closely.
Exactly. Some even splash water to see, when it's dry and it's wet. Yeah. What's the color differentiation? So
yes,
we do
right.
understand. We do understand that as well. For the tiles trade, I would say that it's getting more and more interesting. It has moved on from a utilitarian kind of a product to a product where it is more conforming to your living desire.
Yes.
So the latest introduction is all the porcelain slab. All the porcelain slabs that is about 6 mm to 8 mm or even 12 mm coming in largest at about 3.2 by 1.6 meters.
Okay.
Those would be very interesting.
Okay.
Big enough like a big marble slab for you to cut and paste. Right. Thin enough for you to be using it as a carpentry for the doors.
Yeah, to clap on the doors, correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So the whole industry is moving towards that right now. Because the production wise, last time using the injection mold to make the tiles is actually phased out already. Because if today the mold is 600 by 600 and 600 by 600 is no longer demanded, right? This mold machine actually all gone. Yeah, so they are creating big and they are cutting to the sizes that we need. Yeah, so I think the trend is up and coming. This material can also be used in various forms: feature wall, tabletops, kitchen top, vanity top, outdoor, indoor, cladding.
The versatile of tiles. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So like for all this, right? Do y'all do projects? Like Hafary, do you do projects to actually, where people can the bigger scale projects? You do supply and all this, right?
We are predominantly a lot of residential project supplier.
Okay.
Yeah, we are starting to go into we are also of course in HDB as well.
Yes.
But we are going. We have entered into the public sector where we bid for school renovation. People's Association, CC, all the public buildings like police station, fire station. Sengkang Hospital is supplied by us. So we do have quite a good so-called portfolio of large commercial jobs that we have.
So with such a big portfolio, right? Do you have a factory of your own?
Yes, we do have a factory that processes the material this factory can process the marble and stone.
Where is it? In Singapore?
It's in Singapore. It's in Singapore.
Okay.
So this factory can do that, and they also can cut the tiles as well to the size that you want. Sometimes you need skirting, you can cut the skirting, you can do the engraving as well. Yes.
With engraving as well. Okay.
We can cut the groove lines. We can cut the groove lines.
So maybe it's like like for Hafary is I would say like is a homegrown a giant in Singapore. How about overseas?
We have actually extended to Vietnam and Myanmar. But and our direction in terms of overseas expansion is always to work with the local boys. So we have earmarked a partner in Vietnam. So we speak to him and we buy into the company. So we are kind of a JV with him in Vietnam.
Okay.
So then for Myanmar, we also did the same. We look for local guy. The reason being because they know their local demographics very well.
Okay.
When they talk to the client, they talk to the IDs, they have their local flair. It's very different when a Singaporean trying to go and do business in Vietnam and you don't speak their language.
Yeah.
Correct.
So we considered that, and then these are the 2 points that we have started.
Okay. So another thing is China. It's such a huge pie. Is Hafary in China itself as well, apart from Vietnam?
We have actually set up a tiles design company that design some of the materials that actually PohLin has shown you are all from our sister company. They do their own design, they do their own direction, and they sell in China as a wholesale basis. But we bring in some of the materials because they are producing for their wholesale business, but we also can use it for our customers as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, just curious. I mean, of course, there are a lot of products in the market. People does the OEM items, and then they start to rebrand it their own name. I'm not sure, is it a top secret thing or a secretive thing, or does Hafary brand it their own one day? Maybe one day I'll see my tabletop by
Hafary.
Own
branding, yeah.
Well, will we actually able to see that one day? I mean,
I think it's a little difficult to brand the tiles because the tile will be stick onto the floor.
Okay.
And you may not want a Hafary at the side.
No, but it's like really Singapore. It's proud to say that maybe in Europe, people will actually look at my tiles is from Hafary, and Hafary is actually in Singapore. We want to be proud of our home brand. So do you think this one day Hafary will have this, a brand by itself of a tile, a fabricated particular brand?
At this moment, we are leveraging on our sister's company's product. The product is called Elements.
Okay, Elements.
Yeah, so this is the brand that we will be holding on tightly and trying to market to all the ideal designers.
Okay.
So actually, from this interview, 我们可以看得到的是 after the circuit breaker leave, maybe phase 2, where we actually go to Hafary or even phase 3, that 我们有更多的东西看，更新的东西看。而且更期待的是 the changes in 那些 sizes of the tiles. That's what 刚才你所说的，有大片的砖可以做 wall feature， 可以做feature wall all this， then backdrop all this is like， 我相信 Hafary 也会把这些东西放在 mock up 给owner 来看 that wow the whole thing is impressive.
Okay.
Correct.
So do you support like institute kind of thing? Like an institute like in NAFA or things like that. Maybe for Simon, do you support schools, the younger generations?
Yes, we have actually many lecturers wrote to us that they have problems to teach their company. They want to supply them with materials.
Okay.
So that's the reason we conducted this training section. So what we do is
Where is it?
They will do last time we go to their school to present talks, but nowadays they prefer to come over to Eunos showroom, Eunos gallery.
Yeah.
And yes, then my marketing
plug your tiles.
all right.
Okay. So how long has this institution, has it been all this while, or it just started recently?
Sorry, this training section has been around.
This training session. Oh, 3
years.
years. Okay.
Yes.
So the collaboration has been 3 years for so long.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So are you reaching out to most of the institutions under the design scale, or is there just a particular school you're looking at, or anywhere?
Any institute that wrote to us.
So they will actually write in to propose kind of thing.
Okay. Well, so it's like it's not so easy for business development. It's like you have to do so.
It's definitely okay. It's everyone effort to put things together. So we help out each other. We just want to keep the culture going. So
okay.
I mean we in order for us to continue, we also need.
We ourselves have to update ourselves a lot of ways.
I think it's good to start from school. Because school is like you inbuild the branding 从小到大嘛. So when they grow right, they become ID, they always remember I have this Hafary talk, these lessons done by your side. So they can actually it's not boring also, like some schools, right? Some ID student, they don't continue ID actually after they graduate.
Correct.
Yeah, 因为他们觉得 very boring, very dry. It's not fun. And when they come out to work, right, 是一个 different story from reality that they study 跟现实要做的工是什么. So you are actually teach them like how things earlier so that they can adapt more. So it's actually a kind of branding for yourself too.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all.
So that's why sometimes like this kind of live session kind of thing, it's nice to actually have a recap and a chat up, especially for Simon. I think for Simon, I've known you for about 3 to 4 years because we always events, right? We always bump into events so during events there's only so much we can understand each other and chat kind of thing. Especially I always bump into look box, right, Simon? Few occasions. Look box events as well. So it's like you have been supporting them for quite a number of years basically. So I think this year there'll be so that's why we have this particular Zoom. I think this year the event will be, I'm not sure going to be postponed, or is there any?
You have to check. You have to see whether what's the criteria, whether any more events when can start.
So I guess all these events will be very much not happening this year, I guess. So that's why I was like, I better get Simon on board to have a chat. Let's not wait for all the events before we actually meet up with each other.
Jackson 是那个比较少出面的 right?
We'll make more effort to be around.
No lah, it's like 很难得今天你们两个可以 actually come up with our live section definitely.
对。So that's why we hopefully to have more maybe in time to come. Where all these are being lifted, the circuit breaker is lifted. Maybe let's have a coffee, really face to face.
You can actually come to our showroom.
Also can.
We are also using Hafary tiles.
Wonderful.
All Hafary tiles.
Yes, because of PohLin.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay, actually we can actually tell something. We go you a bit Actually, PohLin do a very good job for us, and also she's very knowledgeable in the sense that in terms of tiles technical. As a lady, a technical issue is very
yes. This one must give credit to her. Because all the guys they cannot answer the question. I need a lady. Can you believe? I need a lady to answer a guy's job.
Example, if you come to house right, cannot clean， 还是为什么会这样我们打给她 right, immediately she reply 没有第二句的 she will reply.
Yes,
thank you.
This one I must give credit to her. It's really very fast and the quick response to the solution. That's what people always want. It's a solution that she settles everything for us, and I believe she settles everything for the rest of the
ID,
people,
definitely.
The IDs definitely.
Because at the end of the day, right, owner 会问我们 sometimes too technical we might not know. So at the end, the salesperson is the most important person. Because she's the bridge between Hafary and us.
But the funny thing with each time our client, right, when clients see a female person, right, they'll be shocked. They always expect it to be a man. to be talking about technical thing. Why am I bringing a little girl in? Kind of thing. I say she's not a little girl. Trust me in this. Yeah. So this one, yeah, we have to actually thank you very much.
Simon 教的也很好，跟 HR
No.
功劳啊。
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I think once again also let's wrap this thing up. Thank you, Mr. Jackson Tay, Simon, and
Thank you.
yourself. So hopefully we enjoy this quick session. A talk. I mean, a very leisure. Basically, today is a very leisure talk. Nothing. We're not selling anything. We're just talking about how the industry is going on.
We're just looking at how the industry is going to happen.
Correct. So a lot of people always think that whenever we do a live shows or whoever do a live show, people are selling things. No, actually we are not. We are just talking something which basic stuff that people need somebody to. We are like a little bridge. We are just bridging the answer across somebody to somebody. So I guess today, hopefully, the audience actually able to capture the topics and the future of Hafary.
今天我们的 topic 应该很 fruitful， 因为很多 insight that we don't know. Like example, Hafary it combined with Institute, then they actually have a new sister company, even overseas. Because some things right on the internet might not be able to read everything, or some people who want to hear from the real person, not the written one. So today we actually finish almost everything that people should like to hear. Definitely.
Yeah. So it's like for myself, right? Sometimes I do give talks to school as well. So now that I know that Hafary actually opened its door to Institute. So Simon Skype ready, Simon. I'm going to bring in more students. I'm bringing more students for you. Because I mean, for me, right, I do go to secondary school, polytechnics to give talks actually, and a lot of people they want hands-on and they want the actual, the correct people to relate the correct things. So now that Hafary is actually able to open to students, I guess this will, for my side, I will set another level higher view. It'll be definitely different. This is different of how I view, the future of the institute.
So Simon, you have to train PohLin already.
No, I mean at this stage as well, we are not trained speakers. We are not trained to broadcast anything. But because of these 2 months, right, I have to do a lot of read up. We do a lot of speech, checks, something. So I believe in the following months, right, this platform will be frequently used. So I think this set me up to another stage, I guess. Just not being just a designer ourselves, we definitely have to move on.
Also good for companies having the platform which 有一个时间给人家 actually 了解清楚 the background of the company again. It's a refreshment. Because most of if daily work, right, people are very busy. 来了就走. They only hear the brand, but the real meaning of the brand, the company, they won't know. So it's actually quite sad, especially the younger IDs. They actually went in, because 我的 senior 叫我来. So now it's like we actually tell them what's the culture, what is the setup, how it's set up. Hafary as old as me. I also 1980.
Hafary is as old as you. So to all the viewers, who want to recap our video to know the history of Hafary, do replay the videos. I mean, all the recap, the history of Hafary is all in front of this chat. So we will not take up too much time of three of you.
Yeah.
Also, I guess you guys will be very busy. I believe you guys are very busy. So once again, thank you, Mr. Jackson, Simon, and PohLin herself.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the support.
Yeah, thank you so much. So I'm Kev, and my co-host will be Kelly. Once again, thank you for your afternoon session with us. Once again, hopefully one day we will catch up again. Bye bye. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.